Let me ask you something. What if the universe isn't just happening to you? What if it's actually responding to you? Every choice you make, every thought you think, every way you look at the world. What if those simple moments of observation are literally shaping what happens next? Sounds crazy, right? But this isn't science fiction. This is one of the most fascinating principles in modern physics, the observer effect. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your life the same way again. Because this one principle might just be the key to unlocking your potential, breaking through your limitations, and creating the life you've always wanted. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities. But here's the secret most people never realize. You are not just a passenger in this universe. You are a participant. You are influencing reality, all the time, whether you know it or not. In the early 1900s, physicists were trying to understand how tiny particles, electrons, behave. They set up what's now called the double-slit experiment. They took a barrier with two slits and fired electrons at it. You'd expect them to just go through one slit or the other, right? But no. When no one measured which slit they went through, the electrons behaved like waves, creating a strange interference pattern, as if each electron was going through both slits at the same time. But when scientists decided to observe which slit the electron passed through, the electron suddenly behaved like a particle, going through only one slit and destroying the wave pattern completely. It was as if the electron knew it was being watched. This simple experiment shook the entire foundation of physics because it suggested that reality isn't fixed until it is observed. In other words, your act of observation changes what happens. If that's true for the tiniest building blocks of matter, could it be true for the reality we live in every day? Your mind is a constant measuring device. Every second, you are observing, labeling things as good or bad, safe or dangerous, possible or impossible. And these observations create a mental filter called your reticular activating system. This part of your brain decides what information gets through and what gets ignored. Ever had this happen? You learn a new word, and suddenly you hear it everywhere. You think about buying a red car, and now you see red cars all over the road. That's not magic. That's your observation changing your perception. And when your perception changes, your decisions change, and eventually, your entire life trajectory can shift. Quantum physics suggests that reality exists in a state of possibilities, what scientists call a superposition. Every potential outcome is real until it is observed. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are like tiny measurements that collapse this infinite field into a single outcome. So when you constantly focus on failure, you are more likely to notice opportunities that confirm that belief. When you focus on success, you start spotting possibilities that align with that focus. This is why two people can walk into the same situation and have completely different experiences. Their mental focus is collapsing a different reality. Think about the placebo effect. Patients given sugar pills, but told they are medicine, often get better. Why? Because their belief, their observation of being treated, causes a measurable change in their body. Or think about elite athletes who spend hours visualizing themselves performing perfectly. Studies show this mental practice activates the same parts of the brain as real physical practice. And it's not just athletes. Entrepreneurs who expect opportunities tend to find them because they are scanning and acting on possibilities others overlook. You can use this too. Start by becoming aware of your observations. Write down your most common thoughts and notice patterns. Are you mostly focused on problems or solutions? This awareness is step one. Next, shift your focus deliberately. Spend time each morning visualizing the day you want to have. Not just seeing it, but feeling it. You are observing that reality into existence. Gratitude is another powerful tool. Every night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. You are training your mind to observe abundance instead of lack. And stop mentally rehearsing what could go wrong. This is like observing the wrong reality. Instead, ask yourself, what's the best that could happen? Observation alone is powerful, but when you follow it with aligned action, even small steps, you accelerate the process of collapsing the reality you want. Spiritual traditions have been hinting at this for centuries. In the Bible, as you think, so you are. In Buddhism, the mind is everything. What you think you become. In the Quran, God does not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Science is now catching up, showing us that observation, attention, focus are the building blocks of reality. So here's the challenge for you. For the next 7 days, notice what you're observing most often. When you catch yourself focusing on fear, shift to possibility. When you catch yourself expecting failure, visualize success. You are the observer. You are not just a bystander. You are a creator. And when you understand that, you realize this one quantum principle really does change everything about your life. Hit like if this opened your mind, subscribe for more life-changing ideas, and share this video with someone who needs to know they are more powerful than they think.